Shalom, shalom. Apostle Rakar back again with another impromptu video. I say Barakatah Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Barakatah Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Barakatah Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Shalom to all you sincere brothers of the hopeful elect. Back again with another impromptu video. Okay, and this right here is we gotta really be down. We gotta be willing to give everything for this truth. I guess that could be the title. We gotta be willing to give everything for this truth. Okay, we gotta give it all. Like anything you into, man. Like these top basketball players or football players or boxers or MMA fighters, whatever it is that you were into, baseball players, race car drivers, like people that are into things, right? It's about desire, right? You got to have a desire to be the best at whatever it is that you into. Whatever that's like your religion. That's like your thing. And then even when it comes to religion, right? A lot of people, even though all these religions out here are false, right? Some of these people are very devout about what they believe in, man. To the point where they will sacrifice everything, their wife, their children, family, their own life. They'll give up everything for that. Like these Ishmaelites, man, these Arabs, they really believe in the Quran and believe in Allah, even though it's a false doctrine, but they really believe in it. They will kill. They will die for that shit. They will sacrifice their own families for that shit. You see? But they're willing to go down for it. So how much more, even though all that is false, these other people, even some of these people in these religions, some of these Christians, or even some of these Jehovah's Witnesses, you have had people that have actually sacrificed their life for something that wasn't even real. You see? Even the niggas in the street, the gang culture, these niggas that's into all these different gangs, Bloods, Crips, MS-13s, and the blah, 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 Latin Kings, the list goes on. The motherfuckers out there killing and ready to die for their homies and they set or they block, right? Because they really devout about that. They're really into it. And all of that stuff is all madness, all bullshit. All these false religions, even all this, everything, man. Sports. But here it is, we got the truth. We got Yahweh Shai. We got Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. So here it is, people in the world, people of the 2/3, even some of these other nations, even these Edomites, they would be willing to die for their beliefs, right? But here it is, we got the truth. This is our belief. But it's not just our belief, it's reality. Just like I'm sitting in this room right now, filming this video, that's reality. I'm not dreaming, I'm not in my bed, and this is a dream, this is reality. Yeah, we have dreams, and sometimes dreams seem real, but this is reality. You brothers on the comment board, y'all hear me, y'all sitting up, you brothers are actually up watching me on this video, right? So here we go for this truth. Here it is, the Lord has blessed a small amount of people with the truth. Reality. The truth is reality. Okay? That's reality. So Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, what we read in these scriptures, the things that the Lord said is going to happen is going to happen. That's reality. So basically, the Lord blessed us with the truth. Remember what the scriptures say, Yahweh Shai himself said, narrow is the path that leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. So it's a small percentage of people on the earth that's going to be delivered, that's going to be saved. The majority of the people on the earth are going to be put to death, just like during the time of Noah. You see what I mean? So basically, we got to be devout about this truth. As you hear the apostles always say, on fire for this truth. On fire. Because, hey, man, if you really believe in it, we got to be ready to do whatever needs to be necessary. We can't be in a scary spirit. Like, nah, man, nah. That's why a lot of guys, I told you the other day, there was a guy years ago in GMS. This might have, at this point now, that's probably almost 10 years ago, back in New York, up top. That was back when we used to speak on 34th Street, the old days. And there was a guy in the camp, and we used to call him Dinosaur Face. He looked like a damn dinosaur. He was in the camp, he became an officer in the camp and everything. But he just, one day, hey, he woke up one day and just decided he didn't want to fuck with us no more. So he left. And Okay, if he had just left, fine, we can accept that. He left, but then on top of that, he became a scoffer. He became a chief scoffer. Yeah, started coming against us. And then he went and did an interview with another asshole, right? I don't want to mention his name. And the guy said, why? What made you turn against GMS? What made you leave? And he said, yeah, I was on the comment boards and I was seeing that the scoffers are putting that heat on them. And basically, I didn't want no part of that. He was afraid, man. He was afraid. He was afraid because he didn't want people looking at him in a bad light. You see what I mean? So basically what the dude said was he didn't want no part of Yahushua. He didn't want no part of Yahushua. You see? He was afraid that maybe people will come against, maybe people might want to come, or maybe the white man might want to come and kill me or do something to me. Pretty much that's what he was saying, right? So he was a fucking coward. You see, and he was a man of no integrity. And there's a lot of guys like that. A lot of guys left. So because the scoffers are coming at us heavy, trying to make us look bad, you left. So you wasn't willing to, because he was afraid of maybe losing his life, or afraid of maybe losing his freedom, or afraid, excuse me, of his life being ruined. People, his family, people looking at him, turning his back on him, looking. See, so that's why a lot of guys fall off. A lot of guys have left the truth that was down with us because they didn't want no part of the cup of Yahushua. That's the bottom line. Okay? You see, now let me read this. I'm in the book of Matthew, the 16th chapter, and I'm going to start at 24. Matthew 16:24. Right? And Yahushua said unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. I quote this a lot. You see that? He must deny himself. See, Yahushua denied himself. When Yahushua came on the earth, he was a man on earth, right? Yahushua could have said, you know what, I'm going to have a family. I'm going to deal with a woman, have children. And remember, Yahushua was raised up as a carpenter. Carpenters made good money. Yahushua said, fuck this, man. You know what, I'm going to have a good life, right? No, he denied himself. Yahushua didn't deal with no woman. He had to be pure because he was a sacrifice. So he had to be pure, right? In flesh and mind and body, spirit. So Yahushua himself denied himself the pleasures of the flesh. And he had to bear the cross. He had to drag that cross. He had to get hung up on that cross, right? So any man that wants to be a servant of Yahushua, you got to do the same. So we got to deny the pleasures of the flesh. See, but us, it's not as extreme. Now, you got certain brothers who are eunuchs, right? But some of us got, well, the disciples back then, they had wives. The 12 disciples, Peter, they had wives. They had women, children. But it was a point where they had to leave their families and follow. They gave up their professions, man. Peter and them were fishermen. Matthew was a tax collector. Do you understand? They left their professions and they actually followed Yahushua. They left their women for a time and followed Yahushua. They could have been out partying in the pubs or the places where people get, but they didn't do that. They just followed for that 3 years. They were following Yahushua, man. You see what I'm saying? During his ministry. Now, don't get simple. We ain't telling brothers quit your job and leave your family. But to a degree, that's why later on the Apostle Paul and them said, those that have wives be as though they had none. Apostle Paul didn't deal with women. He became a eunuch when he came in the truth. So he denied himself. You see? Yeah, he could have had a woman, but he said, I want to be like Yahushua, man. Deny yourself. See, so that means your image or your ego or whatever. We got to put all that to the side. So fuck that, man. I don't care what people think about me. I don't care what happens, man. Even if I got to die for this truth, I'm going to die. Okay, yeah, I got my woman. I got my kids. But you know what? A woman is temporal, man. Dudes got to understand that shit, too, about a woman. A lot of brothers got to get over that woman thing, man. Apostle Gabar always said that. If brothers could get over that woman thing, a lot of brothers would be okay. A woman. Brother, you know how many women I didn't had? How many women I didn't dealt with, man? Okay? I done dealt with all kind of women, man. been in so-called relationships, and at the moment when you with that woman, I've heard it 1,000 times. I hear it now, my woman. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, right? But as soon as some adversity come or whatever, Satan get on them, or somebody get in their ear, or whatever happens, or sometimes maybe you might want to split the bitch, get on your nerves, I'm done with this. I've had women break up with me, I've broke up with women. The spirit that's got on me saying, nah, this bitch, man, let me get away from this bitch, man. Or sometimes women have broken up with me, whatever. When you with them, you enjoy the moment. Women are fickle. Apostle Cabal always says that. 1 minute, I love you, you my everything, but then let's just say she might wake up one morning and she might see Joe on her job or Bill over here. Oh my God. And then her mind is blown. She didn't forget about you. She didn't phase you right out. And all of a sudden, I don't know, I think we need a break. Because she want to go be with Bill or Joe or Chad or whoever. Or Pookie or Ray Ray, whatever. You understand what I mean? So women are fickle. Their minds change. They're little kids, man. See? 25th verse. For whosoever shall save his life shall lose it. And whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. You see? For what is it a man profiteth if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? You see what I'm saying? You know that old scripture? See that? You can gain your, like, okay, well, fuck it. Like a lot of guys have done that. They don't want to lose their life. They don't want to lose that, you know, making good. See, dudes that fuck that, I want to make money. I really don't want to deal with this truth because, like, yo, I'm doing good. I got a fine woman. I got my kids. I got a nice house. Excuse me. That's why a lot of guys sell out and take. A lot of guys have sold out and took that bag. You know, they probably got approached by Esau, certain of these Israelite groups. And Esau told them, look, you can do this or you're going to go down with the rest of these guys. So that's why you see guys teaching false doctrines, misleading the congregations, right? Because they want to save their life. They want to, folk that, I don't want to end up in a concentration camp. I don't want Esau to kill me. Folk that, okay, yeah, whatever, give me that. They take the money because they're afraid to lose their nice plush life that they got. A lot of these celebrities and niggas in the world, they know about the Israelites. They know who we are. Come on, man. Back in the days, when we was up in New York City, that's a crossroads. You know how many celebrities I met on the camp? Right? We was to speak on 34th Street. Motherfucking Wesley Snipes used to come by the camp. All kind of LL Cool J used to come by the camp all the time. You know, Flavor Flav came by the camp. The other brother over at Bismarck, you know how many celebrities? Man, we used to see all kind of celebrities coming by the camp, man. Come on. All kind of celebrities. They used to come by the camp. Some of them would stop and listen to us for a minute. But they wouldn't dare actually come in the truth because they were folk there. I get done with these niggas, I'm going to lose my life. I'm going to lose everything I got. I'm going to get blackballed. Okay? You know how many celebrities I've met over the years, man? Over the years. Paul Mooney, I knew him. He used to come by the camp. But Paul Mooney used to listen to us. He used to come and listen. He used to actually come and listen. He actually somewhat kind of believed. He was like somewhat of a silent believer. You know, he used to always smile and say, what's up? He'll stand there and listen. He'll take the literature, you know. Who knows? On the low, he might have been sending types. We don't know. You know what I mean? He was cool. But you see what I mean? A lot of dudes, but even still, they won't take that step across the line and go all the way in because they'll lose their life in this world. And a lot of people ain't willing to do that. That's why Yahushua said what he said. I read the scripture. Whoso shall look to save his life shall lose it. See, so in the long run, all these people in the world and even some of these wicked Israelites that sold out and took the bag and they teaching false doctrines, they're going to die. They ain't going to make it. But the ones of us that said, fuck our life in this world, we going hard body for this truth, man. We going to gain our life. We going to gain salvation, man, if we continue in the faith, as the scripture says. Okay? So, hey, brothers, man, we just got to stay hard body for this truth. That's all that matters, all right? But with that, I'm going to wrap it up. And I hope the video was edifying. I say shalom. to the brothers of the sincere, hopeful elect